Now we are. Yeah, I wanted to just get me kind of stumbling for words and moaning about being stuck in the old age home. It's just as bad as that if anybody ever said. No, it's not. But it feels that way in the middle of the night when they won't respond to your phone, to your call, and your phone doesn't work. TV's not on. You're getting weaker and weaker, and everybody's gonna die. David and I were talking about that a little bit. I'm seeing a picture, a memory of him. Um, so here I am, and I've got to fight. I've got to fight, man. I've got to fight. Doreen, you got to fight. You got to pull out all the reserves. Like, let's pretend that we're a well known therapist who's discovered a basic thing about growing old, and that is what I keep talking about, and I will keep talking about it because it's songs and they bear repeating. We're, we're victims of repressed emotion, repressed expression. Think about it. Toilet training, yeah, you have to eat the right things and do the right things and sit with your legs crossed. We used to when I was growing up. You couldn't sit with your legs spread apart. So we have these things, I call it an isometric seizure. It's like this hand, can you get in my hands? This hand's reaching out to grab stuff, and this other hand is saying, no, 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 no. Think about our behavior, and so many things can be taken that way. You can't touch, can't touch, can't touch, can't touch, can't touch. You take a mechanism that, like the human body, which I'm claiming in my demented state, is the real body. It's perfect. It's made perfect. Same as there's energy coming off of everything. We don't need people. We don't need electricity. Think about that. If that were true, if what's his name,
Tulsa.
Telsa. I want to read about Telsa. I want to say what was he really seeing? Anyway, so I've got to fight somehow, or I'm going to be being fed my porridge. She has a good time, the girl who gets fed. And one of the male caregivers came by, gave her a hug. She can hardly do anything, but she says to him, "Can I hold you?" Yes. So I've got a fight on my hands. One thing I can do maybe is trust God more. Like I keep saying, I'm making this absurd statement that I believe there's a God, but I don't really act on it. You know, if there was a God, he's right out here sitting on a snowbank, cleaning his fingernails or whatever, while we work things through. And if I really felt that, I wouldn't be scared. There'd be nothing to be afraid of because he's doing everything and he's not the least bit worried about everything. It's hard to believe the Russians are threatening to shoot down our space capsule. People, come on. Look, we got this wonderful little planet that we hardly think about. People say they do think about it. Well, and they do to some extent, but not seriously. We have a planet, an amazing planet with a diversity of life. It's incredible. The trees have life, have their leaves, all kinds of different trees, all kinds of different ants, all kinds of different everything, all kinds of different us. It's amazing diversity, and it needs tending. And we're just walking all over with our heavy boots, grabbing this and grabbing that, and shooting this and shooting that, all because we want to be the greatest in this particular space that we call Earth. We want to be the greatest, the best, the highest. That's what everybody's after. Well, that worked maybe when it was being divvied up, but it doesn't work anymore. In fact, it's going to destroy us because we've got to start tending this planet and adjusting our behavior to suit it. We've got to, people. If we don't, it's going to blow up, burn up, blow up. I mean, it's over. If we don't do something serious, it's fucking over. I think that's what I see anyway. Okay, let's close that down.